started. Good afternoon, good sweltering, sweaty afternoon, and welcome to this public forum on the future of online education at the University of California, presented by UC Graduate Students for Public Education and co-sponsored by the UAW Local 2865, representing GSIs and other academic student employees, the ASUC, the Graduate Assembly, AFT Local 1474, representing non-Senate faculty and librarians, and a handful of student, faculty, and staff activist organizations that have formed on campus over the last year or so. I'm Jessica Smith, a founding member of UC Graduate Students for Public Education, and in addition to welcoming you, I'm going to briefly contextualize this event before I turn it over to our panel. So, founding member of UC Graduate Students for Public Education sounds very official, but the truth is that this forum came out of some very informal discussion among graduate students about this proposal for a cyber campus that Dean Edley and others began presenting to the campus community last spring and summer. A few of us actually got the opportunity to talk to Dean Edley in person in July, and at least in my opinion, that conversation was pretty productive. But from this discussion, it did become really clear that this is a complex issue, and it's one that is of importance to every sector of the campus community and even beyond. We also realized that large swaths of the campus community had no idea that this online pilot program is going to start next fall. So Megan, your moderator, is a fourth-year graduate student in jurisprudence and social policy, but her main qualification as moderator is that she is a profoundly reasonable individual. Which is why, dear members of the audience, I implore you to follow her lead. As such, we strongly discourage grandstanding of any kind, along with asking questions that are not actually questions. Personal attacks are strictly prohibited, and we caution against self-aggrandizing, the aggrandizing of others, and I guess just aggrandizement in general. Oh yeah, and using big words for no palpable reason. So now that you know how you're going to be moderated, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we formulated the form of this forum. We had two goals. We wanted to use this forum as an educational outreach tool and also start a discussion which will hopefully continue informally over the course of the year and much more formally as this pilot program is implemented and evaluated. So the way that this is going to go is that Dean Edley will start by presenting his current thoughts about the pilot program and beyond. Then our three panelists, Dr. Dusky, Professor Brown, and graduate student Charlotte McIver, will present opinions based on their diverse yet individually substantial experience as educators and academics. By then, I hope you guys will all feel informed enough to ask questions moderated by Megan. But before I turn it over to her, I want to acknowledge her as well as all the other grad students that have worked so hard to get this thing off the ground. Philippe, Mandy, Danny, Erica, Emily, and especially Erin. And I'd also like to give a special thank you to Shane Boyle for imagining this forum and setting it in motion and then promptly moving to Berlin. I'll extend a more gracious thank you to our panelists and of course all of you for coming. Enjoy the show.